Well, Christian was born late on a Friday night at like 11:30, and then by, I would say, Sunday at the very latest during the day, I said his ears look funny. I thought I called him Dumbo ears because I thought he looked like Dumbo, and so I noticed it and I pointed out to my husband, and he said, "No, it's nothing." My mom noticed it, but she was kind of reserved about it, and my sister noticed it, who's a pediatrician, but there again, she was kind of reserved about it. But I was definitely noticed it, but wasn't sure what it was or what to do about it. And I thought maybe it would go away on its own because when my niece had been born, her nose was a little funny looking, and I thought, oh, well, maybe it's just going through the birth canal. Well, we went to the pediatrician on Tuesday, and I didn't bring it up at first, and then the pediatrician brought it up. And so that made me think, okay, well, it's not just me being a paranoid new mom. And so Dana Peterman is our pediatrician, and she told us that she had seen Dr. Bird, and she recommended that we go see him, and she actually said, call him that day. And that was a Tuesday, I remember, and we called him, and we went that evening, and he said that yes, Christian would benefit from ear molds because his ears were kind of folded in, and he described it that ears bloom kind of like a flower, and that Christian weren't fully bloomed, and that if you take care of it immediately, that it works. And so that's what we decided to do. And it took about 6 weeks, I believe, and we just kept coming back and getting him. He got to have a different size, and you come back every 2 weeks, and they put new ones on. Well, I was happy that it was something that was taken care of just right away, and that it was very easy and painless for him and for us, and that he was young, and it didn't matter. It wasn't like he had friends that noticed anything, and it was just right away. And especially at first, you don't take your baby for a lot of people to see anyway. And not that it would matter, but it was nice that he just was at home, and he wasn't an older person being made fun of. My advice to parents of children with a problem similar to Christian's is to take care of it right away. If you notice any deformity, or what I noticed as being Dumbo ears, is do it right away, because that's the best time before the cartilage, I believe, has been formed. I would say if you're considering whether to do this procedure or not, it's a very easy, painless procedure, and Christian had no problems with it. He wasn't uncomfortable. Definitely he was able to breastfeed. If you are considering it and wondering about breastfeeding, and especially with a new baby, and you kind of are getting used to, you learn in the hospital to latch on, and I was wondered, how's this going to work? Because you kind of use their face and their, not exactly their ear, but a little bit of their face to latch on with breastfeeding, but it really worked out fine. It did. It may result in having to change them a little bit more often, maybe once a week instead of every 2 weeks, but it worked out fine with the breastfeeding, and he was fine with it, and like I said, it was not painful for him, and you just do sponge baths, and everything worked out well.